Hello all. In the last video, we have understood the job of a medical communicator. If you have not seen the video, please check my channel for the video Job of a Medical Communicator. Today we will discuss something which has caused quite a stir among all of us these days. That is artificial intelligence. The chat GPTs, the Claude AIs, Merlin, Gamma, and Meta AI, just to mention a few, all these apps operate on the artificial intelligence model. Though AI speeds up processes, helps getting through mundane tasks, and assists in writing, it has also left us feeling that we can get obsolete. We can be spared and eventually lose our jobs. In this video, we will discuss about the future of medical communications industry and how it will become more relevant in the age of AI. Let's begin. Before going ahead, I want to take you back in time. We must study the history of technologies to learn more about upcoming technologies. The invention of printing press during the 15th century brought huge increase in the volume of print materials to read. It increased the access to books in terms of physical availability and lower cost. Thousands and lakhs of faithful copies of books, scriptures, pamphlets were distributed and were read more than ever. This led to a rapid spread of scientific ideas in the world at that time. The information was fast-paced and far-reaching than ever before. The growth of printing coincided with scientific revolution at that time. More people got to read the works of our senior folks like Copernicus, Galileo, and their colleagues. Publications surely helped our senior folks to talk science to more people, but print wasn't the root cause of science. It merely reproduced faithful copies. The machine did not come up with science itself. In fact, print only allowed the spread of scientific facts, but also religious fantasies, fake news, and conspiracy theories. Some of the highest selling books in Europe during the 15th century were on witches and witchcraft. So the question here is, did print technology do any good to us? And how did we manage to make wise decisions to use print technology? Any information technology, be it print, doesn't necessarily lead to truth. For truth to win, we need curation institutions with the power to tilt balance in the favor of truth. During the time of scientific revolution, our senior folks like Nikolai Copernicus, Robert Boyle, Tycho Brahe, to name a few, played the role of curation institutions. There were also organizations like the Royal Society of London, French Académie des Sciences, and Philosophical Transactions of the Royal Society, which were pioneer curation institutions of that time. Curation institutions critically evaluated published information based on empirical evidence, meaning they separated truth from information and data. Scholars and researchers critically examined the publications of their peers, accepting the truth and at times rejecting false information. This kind of self-correcting mechanism protects us from error and bias and gives a conducive environment for truth to come out. This constituted the bedrock of scientific revolution. Curation institutions went on to create trust among people in scientific information because curation made sure that the information was true. AI can fill you with truckloads of information, but we have discussed that information is not truth. Information coming from AI is a mix of pre-learned knowledge, reasonably synthesized information, and data from the internet. But the same question, which was applicable to print technology, that what proof is there that this is a true information, applies to artificial intelligence also. Medical information needs to be delivered accurately. or else it can lead to several health crises. A more dangerous situation can arise when AI tools might be misused to spread certain bias towards drugs or services. Let's understand it with a hypothetical situation. AI can be used to fill information within social media users that bad air quality and spending less time in sunlight is diminishing their memory. This is fake information, but its relatability to the present circumstances like increase in AQI and people spending more hours inside their homes gives a sense of believability to this idea. Here, AI can tilt the balance and create an artificial need of a memory boosting drug within social media users. This can give rise to a false market based on fake information. Just like our senior folks who played the role of curation institutions in the time of scientific revolution, the medical communication organizations can work like curation institutions of medical information in the age of AI. We can't surely term the present era as AI revolution, but the arrival of AI has changed the world a lot, and it is predicted that AI will transform the world even more in the near future. However, the need for curation of AI will become even stronger. Medcom organizations can grow stronger with advancements in AI if they can position themselves as medical curation institutions. In the future, the work of Medcom organizations will be to faithfully curate the information coming from AI. Number two, test for errors and biases in the information. Number three, flag false information. Number four, segregate truth from enormous data. These are actually pretty common steps followed by Medcom organizations regularly. So since AI can synthesize information, Medcom organizations can regulate it and keep a check on the misuse. AI will not actively seek for its own errors. Medcom organizations will seek truth and actively self-correct on the highway of science. Self-correcting feature of humans will prevail over artificial intelligence. Another question is, are curation institutions error-free? No. But Medcom organizations have a solid self-correcting mechanism in place. They follow this workflow process. Start with research on the medicine, therapies, and disease. Create medical documents based on the research. Quality check is done by a peer. Thorough review is done by another expert. Revisions checked and necessary changes are made in the document. Then final output is in the form of a medical document. This kind of self-correcting mechanism makes sure that the medical document is free from errors and biases. Therefore, it looks like medical organizations are going to thrive and prosper if they position themselves as medical curation institutions. All said and done, remember that science works only when information or data is verified many times by curation institutions. Thanks for watching this video. See you next time.